are going to start the business management AAT level 2 subject English medium. So, before starting this subject, I would like to give a brief idea about this question paper and the subject. The most important thing is that this question paper is more towards a theory based, question paper, and here we are going to discuss major functions in business management. So, mainly this subject consists of 7 chapters, and when it comes to 7 chapters, the first chapter is about the introduction to management and different perspectives of management, and chapter 2 is the biggest chapter in this subject, and I would say the most important subject, the most important chapter is chapter 2. The reason is the chapter 2 has mainly many parts, I would say. So, in this around 6 parts. Chapters 2 is divided to 6 parts. The first one is decision making, organizational planning, and after that we will be discussing leadership and motivation, and likewise different organizational communication, organizational controlling, and these likewise it has 6 parts. So, in the exam I believe the more gravity has given to this chapter. After that, chapter 3 we are going to discuss about operations management, which is one of the very important element when it comes to a production based, mainly production based businesses, but there are some operation management as well for service oriented businesses as well. And under chapter 4 we will be discussing marketing management, and chapter 5 we are going to discuss about human resource management, since human resource is one of the key element when it comes to organizations. And chapter 6 is change management, and chapter 7 is strategic management. So, mainly I think when we do classes, I highly recommend you to have your own notes, especially short notes for each element, each subject. Then it will be easy for you to go through and refer notes easy before the exam. So, in this platform I will be sharing the recorded videos and of course some MCQ questions to measure the level of understanding you have. You can test your level of understanding as well. So, today we are going to start the first chapter of business management subject, that is introduction to management and different perspective of management. So, when it comes to management and when we look at the definitions of management, so different people have defined management in different ways, because people have different perspective about management. The reason is when we say management, it is a very broad area. So, that is why people have given different definitions for each element of management. So, today we are going to discuss how they have introduced, how they have defined management concept and different perspectives. As first, what we are going to discuss about the definition. So, as I said earlier, different people have given different definitions, and there are few definitions. First, the management is the attainment of organizational goals in an effective and efficient manner through planning, organizing, leading, and controlling of the organizational resources. Here, when you look at the definition, as I highlighted, there are 4 elements: planning, organizing, leading and controlling. So, that is how Richard L. Daft has defined management. The management is the attainment of organizational goals in an effective and efficient manner through planning, organizing, leading and controlling of the organizational resources. So, it is very important. Organizations have limited resources, so that is why we always need management to utilize available scarce resources to get the maximum benefit for the organization. So, this is one of the definition which is given by Richard L. Daft. After that, another person has defined management as: management is the art of getting things done through others. So, that is how they have defined. Here it should be others. Management is the art of getting things done through others. So, as I said, this is the way of defining the management. The management is the art of getting things done through others. Mary Parker Follett, the person who has defined as that. So, this is another definition. Management is a set of activities: planning, organizing, leading and controlling, directed at organization resources, human, financial, physical and information, with the aim of achieving organizational goal in an effective and efficient manner. Ricky W. Griffin. So, this is how Ricky W. Griffin has defined management. Here you can see there are few important elements. Activities, there are a set of activities: planning, organizing, leading, controlling, and resources, human resources, financial resources, physical resources and information resources, with the aim of achieving organization's goal in an effective and efficient manner. So, here when you carefully read this definition, I believe this is one of the, I would say this is one of the best definition which includes most of the things when it comes to management. In simple terms, in simple terms, so management is a set of activities: planning, organizing, leading and controlling, and try to get the benefit or try to achieve organization goals effectively and efficiently, mainly controlling the financial and other limited resources. So, these are the most, so I think you have now good idea about how management is defined. So, in the exam, when the examiner asks you to define management, there are a few elements that you should, of course, should mention. The first, activities, those 4 activities: planning, organizing, leading and controlling should be mentioned, and you should be clearly mentioned that the purpose of management is to get the best from the scarce resources. So, that is the purpose of management, and that is how you can define management. So, after that we are going to discuss about the nature of management. The management bases the purpose or purposes. So, when you do management, there is a purpose. As I mentioned earlier, when you look at the previous definitions, the purpose of management was, so one of the purpose of the management was to effectively use or effectively utilize available resources to get the maximum benefit. So, that is one reason, and that is one one purpose. So, likewise management have different purposes. Sometimes, for example, for when you think about a company, so there are a lot of objectives, there are different a lot of purposes to exist the management. And other one is management always uses the available resources. So, when we do management, we have to always use available resources, sometimes financial resources, human resources, and sometimes we can use physical resources. And so, in management we use always the available resources. And other one is management is continuous process. So, in future in the same subject, so we will be discussing this management is a continuous process, and that is never ending process, because when it comes to management, you can see in future slides, it is like a circle. All the processes which are aligned in management are can be drafted as like a circle, and that is never ending process. So, that is why it says it is a continuous process. And management is dynamic process, that is not static process. If it is static, means you can write, you can have procedures, and that won't be change. But when it comes to management, things can change rapidly. For example, just think about the COVID situation. So, before COVID, we say that pre-COVID era, we had different types of management things, management skills and management ways of managing. But after COVID-19, now we say that post-COVID, so the management has it's changed. So, sometimes if we are still using the same management concept that we used before COVID, so probably in future, or probably we may not be able to get the desired results. So, the management is a dynamic process, time to time or situation to situation, the processes can be changed. So, that is why it says dynamic process. And other one is management is based on fundamentals. Even though it is a dynamic process, we have to make sure that when we do management, it is based on fundamentals. So, the fundamentals will be probably when we discuss about some functional activities. So, we can say that there are some basic fundamentals. For example, for marketing we have basic fundamentals, human resources we have basic fundamentals, and financial resources we have basic fundamentals. So, likewise, based on those fundamentals, we have to do the management. So, this is the nature of the management. Management has a purpose or purposes. Management always use available resources, and management is continuous process, that is never ending process, and management is a dynamic process. That means management can be changed, and management processes, management style can be changed time to time, and the other one is management is based on fundamentals. So, each and cross functional activities, there are some fundamentals, and based on those fundamentals management can be done.